All right, hey everybody, how we doing? I'm back here in the lion's cage. Check me out. You notice anything different? Here's the sling, all right? Throw it off to the side. It's Tuesday, August 13th, and I went and saw Dr. Schaefer yesterday. Today is 6 weeks post-op from my surgery. Saw Dr. Schaefer yesterday. He said I could start taking the sling off and I can start doing some specific physical therapy, some range of motion, okay? I have to start with real basic range of motion. The bad news is he says I can't do any strengthening for 6 more weeks, maybe 4, but maybe 6 more weeks. So what that means right now is just self range of motion and passive range of motion, no strengthening, because that bicep has to really set in and heal and stay strong. You know, the bicep tenodesis, he reattached it, that tendon has got to take in and it's got to be strong. So, you know, it's all good because I'm progressing, I'm right on track, you know, as I should be. The bad news really only to me is I asked him if I could start some running or some jogging, you know, even with my arm in a sling. And he said no, that would be too much jarring on the shoulder. I asked him if I could wear a backpack, even a light one. And he said nope, you can't have that direct pressure on the shoulder because I had that acromioplasty, you know, he had to shave off some of the acromion and the clavicle. So that's got to heal up also. So I can't have any direct pressure on it, which means I can't put a sandbag on my shoulder for any loaded work or anything like that. So I'll just keep going on with what I'm doing, no problem. Here's the thing, I'll definitely wear the sling here while I'm in the weight room with the boys, and I'm wearing it still when I go out in public. But now I can start letting it swing. And I want to show you a couple of the range of motion exercises that now I'm starting. This is your pretty standard rehab protocol for a slap repair, for a rotator repair, the bicep tenodesis that I had, okay? So here's a couple real quick passive range of motion or self range of motion. Let me step back a little bit. Self range of motion is right here, okay? I'm using my right arm to do all the work. My left arm is just going along for the ride. So I can get my elbow here, flexion and extension, supination and pronation. I can do this. I can also start lifting the arm, shoulder flexion. And this is really good because this is something that I need to get going right away. And I feel pressure up about here, so this is where I'm at right now. 6 weeks, and Dr. Schaefer says this should come back to me pretty fast. Okay, that's self range of motion. Here's a couple real quick passive range of motion. Let me move the camera here. These are introductory passive range of motion. Let me get this down on the spot here. Okay, I think. We call these pendulum exercises or Codmans, okay? And the idea is to let the arm hang by gravity, and I'm moving the body and my arm is hanging freely and I'm letting it swing. So I go in a forward direction like this, then you go horizontal side to side like this, and I'm moving my body and I'm letting my arm just hang and letting it swing freely. Then, kind of tricky, you got to make it go in circles. Okay, so I'm just making my body move and my arm is swinging free, and then you go in the other direction. And I do about 50 to 100 of these at a time in each direction. And I do it several times a day. So that's real basic range of motion. Back on myself here. Selfie, isn't that what you guys call it these days, right? Okay. And so that's our basic range of motion. That's where I'm starting. Real quick, I want to talk about the workout I did yesterday. I finished the workout just now. And I did some kettlebells on the right arm and shoulder, you know, kettlebell cleans, kettlebell snatches, and just some easy dumbbells for arms and shoulders. And then my legs, I did my one leg squats and RDLs, and then I finished up with some tire pulls. Yesterday, I did a blast workout out on the driveway there with the Prowler. I took the Prowler and I loaded it with sandbags, and I set my stopwatch and I went for 1 hour non-stop, okay? Pushing the Prowler, pulling the Prowler. I had the rope, so I was doing arm pulls and high pulls and turn around and do pushes and pulling it that way. And then side, front and back drags. And then, of course, just pushing it straight forward like this. And I loaded up with sandbags. 1 hour non-stop. I call it the Prowler hour or the hour of Prowler. I don't remember, but one of those. the point is, you got to work around an injury, okay? And this is like becoming my mission. I don't know. You have to work around an injury. You got to train around your injury, okay? It doesn't matter that my arm's in a sling, all right? I'm doing the work practically every day, okay? I had a football player, as I'm driving down here today to train the football players after their practice, he came up to me and said, "Coach, I can't do my workout today. I hurt my shoulder in practice. My mom doesn't want me to do a workout, and so I'm not going to do my workout." And I'm sitting there with my arm in a sling. I shook my head. I said, "Dude, you see what I'm doing here? I got my arm in a sling. I do all my workouts. I've told you, you got to train around an injury. You got to man up and do it." He said he wasn't going to do it. I said, "Fine. I'm not going to get between you and your parents. You guys make that call, but you know what I expect of you." He went home. Before he left, I said, "Listen, you go home and watch my videos, okay? And then come and tell me about your shoulder hurting." The point is, I'm not saying he didn't hurt his shoulder. The point is, you got to train around an injury, all right? You've got to, if you want uncommon results, you got to do uncommon things. If you don't want uncommon results, great. Do the average. Be the average. But I cannot promote that. I cannot accept that excuse, okay? Bottom line is, like Willie Jolly says, a setback is a setup for a comeback, all right? That might be my new mission, okay? So, I'm done with that. Cool. I shouldn't have done that. Coach D saying, I think I'll put the sling back on, all right? I'm going to put my sling back on and let my arm chill out. I'm saying later for now. Thanks for watching. I'll shoot more videos with shoulder exercises and some of my rehab work, okay? All right. See you later.